The journey begins not at the table, but within the table itself. In the table's grain, we find the stories of countless seekers. The table doesn't just hold our meals. It holds the mysteries of life. Journeying in the table is learning to see beyond its surface into its essence. The table, solid and silent, whispers lessons to those who listen. In the table, stillness and motion coexist as a metaphor for the path. The table invites us inward, where the real journey unfolds. To journey in the table is to connect with its timeless presence. At the heart of the table lies the stillness of enlightenment. The table holds space not just for us, but for the infinite unknown. In the table's silence, we hear the echoes of truth. The freedom to not know begins with surrendering at the table. Every corner of the table reflects a piece of the journey within. The table of life asks us to sit, pause, and embrace what we cannot see. In the table's still presence, we find freedom from the noise of knowing. The table is not just wood. It is the keeper of countless unsaid prayers. Within the table's quiet form lies the foundation of boundless discovery. The table invites us to stop searching and start being. Freedom is carved into the essence of the table, if only we notice. The journey to enlightenment begins with a deep gaze into the table's simplicity. The table holds not just food, but the gift of presence. In every reflection in the table, we find a mirror of our own soul. The table's surface is where thoughts meet action and where enlightenment begins. At the table, we learn that knowing is not the same as understanding. Sitting at the table of life, we recognize that the unknown is our truest companion. The table offers no answers, only the space to discover them within. There is no journey too great when you sit at the table of the unknown. To not know at the table is to be open to the endless possibilities of what is yet to come. The table becomes sacred when we learn to embrace its mystery. In the company of not knowing, the table becomes the holiest of places. At the table, the search for answers fades and the comfort of presence takes its place. The table invites you to sit with your uncertainties, for in them lies the path to freedom. Not knowing at the table opens doors that certainty cannot touch. The table shows us that freedom is found not in control, but in surrender. At the table of peace, every unknown is an invitation to deeper understanding. Every question asked at the table enriches the journey toward enlightenment. The table is where we come to rest, to reflect, and to allow the unknown to guide us. In the sacred space of the table, we find the freedom to simply be. The table allows us to break free from our need for answers and embrace the flow of life. Each bite at the table is a reminder that freedom lives in the moment of not knowing. The table teaches us that the journey is not about reaching, but about being present. In the act of sitting at the table, we find the courage to face the unknown. The table's simplicity holds the complexity of the universe, waiting to be understood. At the table, Every conversation is a step closer to the enlightenment we seek. The table is both a starting point and a destination on the journey to inner freedom. The unknown is not a place to fear, but a table to gather around. In sitting at the table, we come face to face with the freedom of our own uncertainty. The journey to enlightenment at the table is a journey of becoming, not knowing. At the table, we are reminded that we are all in the process of learning, not knowing. The table of not knowing is where true enlightenment is nurtured, not by answers, but by silence,